أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. This is Ahmadiyya Qadiani death certificate thesis. The Ahmadiyya Qadiani claim in the light of the Quran and the Sunnah by Anne Khadija Stevens. أطروحة شهادة وفاة الأحمدية القديانية. دعوة الأحمدية القديانية في ضوء الكتاب والسنة بقلم آن خديجة ستيفن. I'm going to be reading the English and the Arabic in the same time. The Arabic and the English maybe is not 100% to the same column translation. ما يطرحه القدياني ميرزا غلام أحمد بوصفها ادعاءات داخلية للحركة الأحمدية لا على أنها براهين مسلم بها عند جمهور المسلمين. What Qadiani Mirza Ghulam Ahmad puts forward are internal claims of the Ahmadiyya movement, not proofs accepted by the general body of Muslims. So what are these claims? ادعاء المهدية والمسيحية الموعودة. So his first claim Mahdiship and promised Messiah. What's happening, this guy is kind of not normal. When you look in his faith, you can tell. That's like a guy goes to England and say, I'm the Prince Charles. I'm the King of Charles. And I used to be the Prince Charles. And I'm the Mayor of London. And I am the Prime Minister of England. Come on, and this claim is not going to stop. He's going to claim the whole thing. The guy wants to take everything on the table for himself. It's not normal, whether it is practice or manner or logic. Claim of Mahdiship and promised Messiah. زعم مرزا غلام أحمد أنه هو المسيح الموعود والمهدي المنتظر المذكوران في الأحاديث، وأن عيسى عليه السلام قد مات، وأن المقصود بنزوله هو مجيء شخص على مثاله. So he said he himself is the promised Messiah and the awaited Mahdi mentioned in the prophetic hadith. When I talk to them in a chat in TikTok live managed by them, they kept talking for a long time about Jesus. Then they come and said, we are Jesus number 2. So why you bother me with Jesus number 1 if you are Jesus number 2? So they are not normal. What happened, they need to keep reciting different things which you know about. So you start having some confidence. Oh, they know about Jesus. Wow. Then suddenly they twist and cancel the standard about Jesus 1, then they come with Jesus 2. It's kind of abnormal behavior. Then I asked the people there, if I disbelieve in Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, am I kafir? He said, no, we don't make anybody kafir. Okay, so there is no need for me even to bother, So it is only bluff, So what he's doing, تأويل أحاديث نزول عيسى تأويلا مجازيا. This is the second claim. Okay? Asserting that Jesus, peace be upon him, has died, and the meaning of his descent refer to a coming of a person in his likeness, like look-alike, like number 2, okay? Figurative interpretation of the hadith. So he take the hadith out of context. when he say is figurative means is not real. Like I say, my wife, she's the moon. This is metaphoric. She's not the moon. You know the moon in the sky there, right? So this become metaphoric. It's not actual. So these guys come to the moon and say the moon is going to be metaphoric in second moon. And what is the second moon? Mirza is the second moon now. I'm just explaining to you how they play the game. They take something actual, established, and they turn it the other way by saying, no, this is a metaphor. It has a different meaning. This is like the people who sell wine. People, Muslims don't like wine, so they call it white milk or lavender or whatever brand name. Because if they put on it khamr, wine, Muslim will not buy it, or they will not put up with it. They will not be tricked with it. So the waiter can come and say, do you like to try our lavender milk? Oh yeah, please, give me one glass. Then they come and smell it, is, oh, haram, wine. Why didn't tell me wine? Oh, no, the name is lavender milk. Oh, I see. So now since you order it, you have to pay for it, even if you don't drink it. Okay, so you're tricking me. You know I'm a Muslim, and you are bringing me wine, right? So this is the trick. They call it trichology, signs of tricking people. Number 3, القول بموت عيسى عليه السلام موتا طبيعيا. This number 3. So first they say metaphor about Jesus, and another Jesus can come and just look like him. And why you call him Jesus if you look like him? It should be another name. No, they are bluffing, playing the game. They say fishing in a muddy water, because fish cannot see in clear water the trap. So when you see a guy look like another guy, we know he's not real. So they don't call him with the first person proper noun. Like there's a nice guy in China, he speak like Trump. They don't call him Trump. This in China, they call him emulating Trump, but they respect his Chinese name. He say China, speak like Trump, okay? Like a comic. So this is the way people playing games. They play game on the name. You corner them and say, no, I meant metaphoric. No, I don't mean Jesus you are talking about. I'm talking about another Jesus. So you cannot win. Moving target in the logic. القول بموت عيسى عليه السلام موتا طبيعيا. زعم أن عيسى نجا من الصلب ثم هاجر إلى كشمير. Now he's going to play with geography now. If you go to all Christian, all Jew, all people of history on the planet, they will maybe differ about Jesus. His name is originally Isa or Isha, and this is English alias for him, but nobody ever said he went beyond the Middle East. Remember, in that days, if you want to go, for example, from Egypt to Morocco, it is 6 months traveling. You have to have a very good reason to do that, because you cannot be working. You have to load your camel with all kind of goods, and you have to have enough money, so when the goods is over, you buy more goods. You have to eat all the way 6 months, you know. So now Isa, if he run away, he has nothing. He cannot run away to Kashmir. Okay, this is a very long. And why is Kashmir? I mean, if he goes up to Iraq is enough. Maybe beginning of Iran is enough. Just keep moving till you get to India, and have India, then go all the way north till you hit Kashmir. Okay, I kind of like crazy stuff, you know. I mean, if you want India, why you are not in the west side? When you go to east side and northeast, maybe he was going to China, back to China. So this is crazy stuff. No documentation whatsoever. He's the only one said that, and this tell you he's a liar. Okay? He argues that descendant of Jesus is not physical descent from heaven, but rather the appearance of a person who fulfills his reformative role. Like, Jesus, why are you coming back? Because I want to cook pizza. Okay, I'll be Jesus who cook pizza. No need for you to come. So now we just say metaphoric. Your coming is metaphoric, and I am the real physical guy. I am Jesus number 2 who will cook the pizza, okay? This is kind of crazy, right? Because you unseat and cancel Jesus' name and cancel his role completely, and you come up to substitute and cannibalize and take everything from him, and this is you now. This is not even honorable. Why don't you say, no need to say Jesus, just say you are your name, and this is me. I'm going to be doing things like Jesus, but I'm not Jesus, and I have nothing to do with Jesus' activity. No, he goes and cancel it. Okay, by the way, let me explain to you. In Arabic, there is a word called irtibat and word called hasad. If you have a beautiful horse and you have a beautiful wife, if I envy you, means I want you to lose the horse and the wife, and I get it. This is called hasad. It's forbidden. And the Quran, the last chapter, min sharri hasidin idha hasad, we ask Allah safety from those who envy. So this guy, he envies Jesus. He want to take his name, he want to take his role, then he impersonate him. This is envy, which is the cheapest way for interaction and fellowship and social behavior. But if I say, oh Allah, give me beautiful horse like this man having a horse, and give me beautiful wife like his wife, this is called ikhtibat, wishing the same. So this guy is a cheap shot. He goes to Jesus, cancel him, take his name, take his role, everything. Then if people ask him, what about Jesus? Say, no, this is just fairy tales. It's like Disneyland. But I'm the real Lion King, okay? So that's it. I'm just explaining to you. After that, he come and say, I'm mujaddid. الادعاء بأنه يعني زعم أن عيسى نجا من الصلب ثم هاجر إلى كشمير وتوفي هناك. He passed away in Kashmir, and he based on that is impossible Jesus come. See how smart? If Jesus come, he's supposed to come in Palestine, right? So the guy is smart. He put him in Kashmir. He cannot come. It will take him maybe traveling by horses, some kind of, or donkeys, camels. Plus there are robbers on the road, and there is no Silk Road, no trucks, no cars, no bicycles. So it will take him a couple of years. So by then I already took over, right? So the location. Because we have to have a substitute for Jesus now, because Jesus went Kashmir and was there, and it's over. The guy, he's playing the game in a stupid way, you know. Then الادعاء بأنه مجدد القرن الرابع عشر. Then he said he's in Kashmir, very far, and impossible to come back now. So let me come in his place. I already came. This is me here now. Then he come and say الادعاء بأنه مجدد القرن الرابع عشر. Okay, مجدد, this is a word called kind of like the most dynamic, most performing scholar of Muslims in that era. He became the leader of them. So he mujaddid means he revived, establish, the schooling system and audit it and set up the curriculum, and he make a activity in the masjid then people were like kind of were a little weak. Now they starting strong, like say Sheikh Abdul Jilani start speaking and making zikr and beautiful about sincerity and spirituality. Then he revived Islam in Baghdad. Then he moved on to Iran and go to India and Pakistan, Bangladesh, go to China, and all Indonesia. There are 2 million villages almost in Indonesia. Every month they celebrate one day of biography of Sheikh Abdul Jilani. So this concern like Mujaddid in his time, okay? Mujaddid means a guy, he's not a prophet, he's not coming with anything new, he's just taking the Quran, the Hadith, jurisprudence, and start moving it up. He become deep in understanding it, so he start talking about it. Because now I meet a guy, even if he has a PhD in Islam. Where did you have your PhD? In Oxford, Harvard, Yale. And what was about? It was about the ice cream. Okay, great. How many pages? About 350 pages. Took me 3 years to talk about it. Okay, do you know how to do shawarma? No, I don't know shawarma. What you're talking about? I'm only a screen man. So this is an Islamic study nowadays. A guy has PhD in one thing, history, he doesn't know hadith. He's a guy in Quran, he doesn't know hadith. In hadith, he doesn't know Quran. So they don't have a PhD, can be mujaddid, But you go to a guy like Suyuti, okay? You go to Sidi Abdul Jilani, he's encyclopedia and everything. You got it? So he comes to say, I'm mujaddid. Okay. If you are mujaddid, what the heck you have done? And he said only for this 14th century. This is smart. I am me smart, not him. If you are mujaddid of 14, you have nothing to do with 15, thank you, because somebody else will come after you. Bingo! And you are not the one in the 13, because every century we have mujaddid, like Imam Shafi'i mujaddid the 2nd century, okay, Hijri, past 204. All right? So we have one mujaddid at a time, 100 years at a time, like the top of scholar, the chief of ulama, okay? Like Sheikh of Azhar, So now he already cornered himself. How come you are the mujaddid of only 14th century, while if you are Jesus, you will continue till you die, not to say 14th century is over. And he already said, his people, that Jesus lived up to 120 years. It means he can cross 100 years. Okay? Then he never talked about Mary, what happened to Mary and James, okay? So this is, Mujaddid is another falsehood. قدم نفسه على أنه مجدد ديني على أنه مجدد ديني, okay? And ثم تطور ادعاءه تدريجيا من الإصلاح إلى المهدية ثم إلى المسيحية الموعودة. So he start playing game. He testing the water. Okay? You have a cat and you are eating, and come and take very little. Then you leave it to eat. Then come and take little more. Then take more. So he was doing like that. He come and say, I'm Mujaddid. Okay, thank you. Then gradually he said, I am Mahdi. Oh, okay. Now I am Jesus. By the way, the tradition, Mahdi and Jesus are two different people. Mahdi from the family of the Prophet. They are very handsome, good-looking people. And this guy doesn't look like that at all. You can look at it. Okay? They will never take him to a movie in India. He will fail the first interview. Then Isa is a prophet. Mahdi is not a prophet. He is again a religious spiritual leader who will come support al-Mahdi, and Mahdi support him, and they join together in prayer. Okay? And they will finish the Antichrist, which is considered Mushayyakh, which is the one Zion is waiting for. So what's happening, He goes, I take two position, claim two position. This is already tell you falsehood. I go to England and say I'm King Charles and also I'm Prime Minister. So you give me a break. These two posts, they never join each other. Okay? But this guy is greedy. Say I'm both, because around him are full, nobody can question him. Plus the English people give him gold and money and tell him, oh, go ahead, do something we need. We need protection from this ulama who say there is jihad against the British army. So let us continue. الاحتجاج بالرؤية والمنامات والإلهامات. We tell him, okay, do you have a proof Quran? No. Hadith? No. I have only vision. I saw some dreams. I saw things when I was sleeping. And I have some feeling like inspired. Okay? So now I go to Bank of England. I said, where is the president of the bank? Me, bank manager, me, you, Mr. John, Mr. Smith. I saw a dream yesterday that I should be the bank manager today. Would you please take your bags and everything, go home? Or I tell him, I felt inspired. Yes, for a week now, I should be the king, the president of the Bank of England. Would you please collect your stuff and leave this room for me? Or I go to Church of England, Cathedral, the big Church of England. Then I go to the guy there. I said, I saw a vision that I should be in your place. Would you go home or follow me? I mean, this is stupid. Nobody follow this argument. If the door open like that, we should not have one. We should have a lot of fools. Oh, there is a proverb said, the cunning will be okay as long as there are fools around him. So اعتمد بكثرة على ما زعمه من وحي إلهامي ورؤية منامات واعتبرها دليلا على صدقه والصفاء. Okay, now he took all the seats now. Then he said, you know what? I now take Mujaddid, I took Mahdi, I took the bust of Jesus. Remain Prophet Muhammad, why don't I take his position too? But you know what? Some people can come and cut my throat, so I have to play little. So number 6, he said, the prophethood I'm claiming is still under the prophethood of Prophet Muhammad. I am like a shade, a prophet in the shade. ادعى أنه نبي تابع للنبي. There is no prophet following prophet. Prophet is sent to a location, another prophet sent to another location, okay? ادعى أنه نبي تابع للنبي لا يأتي بشريعة جديدة وسمى ذلك نبوة ظلية. He said, I am a prophet following Prophet Muhammad. I don't come with new Sharia, so I'm not going to tell you new prayer, new anything. And I call this as shade prophethood, or just appearance of prophethood. Okay? And he cracked, of course, the seal of prophethood, because he wants to be the seal now. So if I come today, I say, okay, and the end of 14th century, I'm the prophet, they will fight me. I say, no, Ghulam, he's the seal of the prophet. I saw a dream yesterday. I am inspired. No. His inspiring dream better than my dream. Playing games, right? Number 7, إعادة تعريف ختم النبوة. He restructured new definition of the prophethood seal. He meant the prophet is seal of the perfection of the prophethood, not the seal that no prophet after him. See, a son of a gun, he knows how to play the game. So King Charles is not the king of England. I am Alan, the king of England. And his kingship is metaphoric. And also his kingship, something like perfection. In the first week of it, he was a perfect king, and this end of it. and it doesn't mean there is no other king during or after him. So I am the king during his time. The only thing, I just go in another place. So I should not be in London. I'll go to Kashmir, okay? Then I'm king of England in Kashmir, and the English ambassador has to give me royal respect, okay? فسر ختم النبوة بأنه ختم الكمال لا الانقطاع مما يسمح حسب دعمه بظهور أنبياء تابعين بعد النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. Then here is the last one, left the last one to the end. Originally this guy made as such, the English people, they sent Lawrence to Saudi Arabia, who was not Saudi Arabia, to meet Muhammad Abu Wahab, to go finish all this ulama in Mecca, analyze them, and take a dynamite to blow the train in air coming from Istanbul, because they want to unseat the Ottoman Empire. Then they went to India, and they found all sheikhs, ulama, imams, say Muslim has to make jihad with their brother Indian non-Muslim to fight the English army, to free England from them harm doing. So they went to this guy, say, you should say, I give verdict that Muslim should not fight English army. So he took the gold and said, this is easy for me. Then he start going with his stuff. He annulling the jihad now. There is no jihad in Islam. And the imperialism of England in India, this consider a holy Islamic Qadiani thing, okay? So that's what happened. Number 9. He said, if my claim spread little, and I have good organization and good management, because I send people to courses in the embassy to learn how to manage, this proves that Allah is giving me support. Guess what? Prophet Muhammad followed by 2 billion. What the hell you are followed by? Few 100,000? Number 10. الاستدلال ببعض النبوءات والأخبار المستقبلية. زعم تحقق بعض نبوءات سياسية اجتماعية شخصية، اعتبر ذلك برهانا على صدق دعواه. He used any news, political, social, personal news, to push it as proof that he is a good guy, and what he claimed is truth. Number 11. He rejected all the traditional scholar and their statement of the explanation of current hadith. Okay, ادعى أن علماء الأمة أخطأوا, they were wrong in understanding the hadith of Mahdi and Jesus, and that Allah make it special understanding only for him in that time. Number 12. He said, because they oppose me, this is proof that I'm on the truth. Look at this stupid. I come now and say, I'm going to print fake paper, sterling bound sterling paper. Now, because the police and Bank of England oppose me, this is proof that my money is true and their original is fake. Look at this logic. It's stupid, right? This is exactly what he's saying. فسر رفض جمهور العلماء له بأنه سنة تاريخية في معارضة الأنبياء والمصلحين. Then he said is normally this anybody come with something good, people oppose him. So he's just saying any bullshit, okay? So what's happening here? He said proofs, he wrote proofs. What I said above, he explained it more and more. Same meat, different gravy. But this meat, the gravy is shitty gravy. So this is براهين مرفوضة عند جمهور المسلمين. All Muslims refuse it. Why? Because they have الإجماع القطعي على ختم النبوة. They have consensus, collective consensus, complete agreement. Not single ulama over 14th century don't objected that the seal of the prophethood of the prophet as Quran said, وَخَاتَمَ النَّبِيِّينَ, and he is the seal of the prophet. And that Isa, Jesus, will come at the end of time. All Muslims believe that. No metaphoric, no playing game. المنهج الأصولي في الاستدلال. They use principle, established protocol, authentic ways, have track record in devising rules. Okay? For example, Imam Shafi'i said if there is an order in Quran and Allah doesn't warn you of hell, so this is not forbidden. If an order in Quran doesn't reward you with paradise, this is not obligated. So they use something called principle of fiqh. Okay? ولهذا أجمع في العالم الإسلامي فقهيا وعقيدة على أن القديانية الأحمدية حركة خارجة عن الإسلام. Thereupon all from jurisprudence, Sharia, and from creed, all the Muslim scholar in the whole Islamic nations, in all location, in all languages, in all Islamic courts, in all Islamic supreme justice, in all schools, everywhere, in every masjid, they collectively agreed that Qadianiya, Ahmadiyya is a movement, has nothing to do with Islam. Okay? So you tell me, okay, give me some reference so I can do further study. Expanded footnotes and Arabic refs. القرطبي الجامع لأحكام القرآن في تفسير قوله تعالى وخاتم النبيين سورة الأحزاب chapter في الأحزاب verse 40. النووي شرح صحيح مسلم كتاب الفضائل باب خاتم النبيين. Imam Nawawi, he one of the most celebrated scholar of hadith and sharia and aqidah, everything. The man has the best distributed Riyadus Salihin quarter of hadith profit for everybody. This man, he explained Muslim, and in the chapter of the characteristic, chapter of the seal of prophethood, he covered that. Al-Qurtubi, this is one of the most celebrated tafsir al-Quran. Many volumes. I loved it. He has a book called Al-Jami' al-Ahkam al-Quran, the gatherer all of the rules of Quran. A tafsir al-Qurtubi. In woman chapter 157, 158, he explained it very clearly. Again, Imam Nawawi in explanation of Muslim, Sahih Muslim, in another chapter in the faith, the section of faith, the chapter of the descent of Isa, of Jesus. Al-Qurtubi again, التذكرة في أحوال الموتى وأمور الآخرة. He has a book called The Reminders of the Affairs of the Deceased and the Day of Judgment Affairs, the chapter of Al-Mahdi. Al-Mahdi means the guided one. One of the family of Prophet is guided. He will revive the religion. Okay? And he will meet Jesus, who will be descended, and they all go to fight the Mushayyakh, the Antichrist, the Zionist. And now we again in Sharh Sahih Muslim, in Aqidah, in introduction, in the principle of Aqidah. So this is very well established references. Okay? Remember, all Christian, they know that they believe like us. I'm talking about over 1 billion, up to 2 billion, of 40 different sects. All of them agree Jesus will be coming in Jerusalem. Okay? So this guy who said in Kashmir, dead and buried, and forget about him. I am the guy. And what happened? Why you are died? I thought you will continue till you meet. If you are al-Mahdi to meet Jesus, if you are Jesus to meet al-Mahdi. He said, no, I am al-Mahdi and Jesus, don't worry about it. Oh, you are unifier. Then I die now. Okay, so I are dead. Your 14th century role and all this what you collected of position is already all gone now, right? So why you follow you? Why you even bother with you? There are greater people than you we didn't follow, like Sheikh Abdul Qadir al-Jilani, for example. Not everybody follow him, who's far better than you. 2 million villages every month celebrate him. 1 day a month. 2 million villages. I'm talking about only Indonesia. I don't know about Pakistan. I love somebody to tell me. So this guy has only the English people set him in England, the center, and in India, and this is the end of it. Then they try to say we have branches everywhere. You know, you can set satellite offices everywhere to look great, but forget it. So this is it. So if you tell me, okay, would you please make the that research more expanded? I mean, we want to go very details. Okay? Yes, we can do that, of course. But why don't you take my book free? Okay? Because this is going to take us. I finish only 2 pages from 24. I mean, I cannot be recording like what? I don't know how long now I recorded. Allah knows. Okay? Say half an hour, 2 hours, two pages, half an hour. 4 pages will be, say, 1 hour. Okay, so we to talk all day is not going to handle it. You cannot resist to TikTok or YouTube or something. Who's going to hear all this? So let me conclude this. I'm just to go browse little, just go slowly. So if somebody fast reader, okay, or you like to print a screen, okay, he can start reading. Fast reader. Here's what Imam Qurtubi said, okay, and the Prophet said, no prophet after me, okay. So a lot of details, all of it from the reference we mentioned in details, okay. This Imam Nawawi. Okay, so these people, they are against the Quran, against the Hadith Mutawatir. They interpret without any basics, any foundation. Then the Prophet said, Al-Mahdi min itrati min walad Fatima. See, from Lady Fatima. This guy is not from Lady Fatima. Lady Fatima, her children Hassan and Hussein, mainly in Yemen and Hadramaut. This is Husseini. From there they spread Islam to Indonesia, and like Sheikh Sayyid Abdullah Alawi al-Haddad, Qutb al-Da'wa al-Irshad, and in Morocco. The good news about Morocco, the king is from Morocco, because when the first of the family Prophet arrived, there was a king, Muslim. He said, you are from the Prophet, I'll sit down and you're the king now. Ever since, the king from the family Prophet up until now. And Morocco is the first the country to recognize America. So this, in the royal court, there is a safe having all the family chains. So if I go with you and we go there and say, I am from the family Prophet, they drag us, put us in a police station, and say, write down your chain up to Hassan, son of Fatima. Then I make up a cribble something. Then they take this immediately, fax it to the safe in the royal court, check, is this there? No, he's a liar. He wants to be the king brother, like relative. So you cannot play game in some of these cases. If you go to Yemen, same. The family of Prophet, they are tribes, they are very well known. Okay? Plus the family of Prophet who travel for da'wah, they don't really hang out very far from Mecca and Medina, because the Prophet said, Medina khayrul lahum, is the best for you is Medina, had you knew. So they maybe go place and come back. They hang around Mecca and Medina. المبحث الرابع الاستدلال العقدي. So this is all the Quran, the Sunnah, the conclusion of ulama. Imam Nawawi said you cannot use in the Aqidah, use your vision or your inspiration. Doesn't work. While these guys rely on that. Because this is open for anybody come and see something. There is a joke in Egypt. If a guy come with funny vision, they tell him, when you sleep, is your ass was uncovered? I mean, this is the way Egyptians make fun of it. Anybody come with a stupid thing, oh, where you sleep, your ass was not covered, right? They make it like if you are like that, it means you'll see a lot of shitty movie, shitty what you call. Okay, so we just keep going and keep going. It will keep going 14, for 24 pages. So you please, sometime this word is funny, jump and go on the top again. Okay? Okay. So these people, they can't stand. If you go to a proper third-party court, if you get a lot of Jewish and Christian scholar and get all their argument, these guys, and both the Islamic, they will immediately judge that this guy has nothing to do with Islam. I'm talking about going to some people who go and research as a third party, okay? Sometimes they do that. You can sue them in England and you get, the court will get expertise from Islamic study in Oxford professor and come check their stuff. If I think the Muslim in England, they should do that. They sit in Supreme Court in America against them, and this will get illegal document against them. So anyhow, what I'm trying to say, I can send you this document. I'm going to have this video on TikTok and also on YouTube, but I will also release this document in nabimuhammad.com. So we have here جدول مقارنة between Qadiani and Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, and what they claim and what is their shortcoming. So we have they call it gap analyze. Okay. So inshallah you benefit from this work. All right. And thank you very much for coming. And let me just go to the top to close the video by having the title. Okay, this is, you go to nabimuhammad.com. I will put this document there later. If you go to nabimuhammad.com, my wife reading all the Quran and all the Hadith, and this make you in safe haven, stay away from anybody claim anything. And if you go to allah.com, muhammad.com, this is registered before Google. It has over 20 gig of Islamic information. We didn't have anything against Qadiani there, so we'll put it in Nabi Muhammad. We have free Quran, free Hadith in nabimuhammad.com, my wife reading them one topic at a time. Okay, then you can download many material. Let me see if I can go to nabimuhammad.com here. Here you go. Here is nabimuhammad.com. Okay, if you go there, you will hear my wife reading. Okay, the Quran. Okay, you will have, let me see. So go back again. You can hear her reading the Quran. Here you go.
The Holy Quran, the audio translation of the meaning rendered into English, with for the first time approximately 2,000 subtitles by Sheikh Ahmed Darwish and Khadija Stevens and Noor Khadija. of Allah.com, Muhammad.com, Mosque.com.
If you click on audio hadith, she will be reading,
1984 to
she will be reading
2011
hadith
by-
for you. Okay, same. You click, you hear her reading hadith. Same exactly, all the time.
In
Okay.
the name of Allah, the Merciful, the Most Merciful. Assalamu alaikum. The following is a brief introduction to our English translation and audio of 372 subjects of the teachings of Prophet Muhammad, praise and peace be upon him, compiled by Imam Nawawi and translated and presented by Ahmed Dawish and Khadija Stevens and daughter Noor Khadija.
Okay, so now she said Imam Nawawi. This is a top scholar. We translated his book. He's one we used against as a reference against Qadiani. So we have all his hadith, which is reported authentic, quarter of the hadith of Prophet. Then if you go to click on TikTok, you will have a complete curriculum. You download what she read. Okay, you can download 13,000 cross-reference concordance of Quran. The Quran she read, 1770 topic. You have the hadith she read, 2. You have 345 Bible evidence, so that reveal the truth about Prophet Muhammad in the Bible. This Ahmadiyya tried book. You have biography of Prophet Muhammad. We call it Millennium because we wrote it in the year 2000. Then you have a bishop embraced Islam and wrote his story, was printed by government of Qatar, and Islamic Jurisprudence Handbook by Imam Shafi. So you go there, you get everything you want. If you go to Muhammad.com, not Nabi Muhammad, Muhammad.com, you can go to all the way till you go, here you have everything about Jesus. You keep going down till you have Muhammad Ali picture. Under it, you will have this book, which is 335 books. Okay, my wife and I wrote it. You can download it, and you can also have the Muhammad Ali book, Prayer in Islam, which is 1 million in distribution. Finally, you keep going, and this is Lily. Lily, we made encyclopedia in over 100 languages of her shorts. So go ahead and enjoy all these sites, okay? And we don't ask money, nor we ask any personal information, nor registration. So go ahead and enjoy all this, inshallah, okay? And that's it. I thank you much for everything. Allah bless you. And we continue, inshallah. Let me see here. We continue distributing this Ahmadi Qadiani Death Certificate thesis. I call it Death Certificate. I have another one. I call it also Salafi Death Certificate. Okay, same exactly. Okay, Salafi. Let me find it for you. Here you go. This is the other one I like you to enjoy. Okay. Okay, here you go. This is also Salafi and Wahhabi's Death Certificate. The same exactly, high-end, very, very educational. Show you that early Sunni, Orthodoxy, Sahaba, early Hanbali, Ash'ari and Madridi, they believe Allah without place, direction or limit. While late Athari, people say were of Athar, and Salafi theology, they started doing direction for the Creator, and this is disbelief. This is like the Jew who worship the calf. These guys worship the throne and something at top of the throne and the seat underneath it, a collection of idols in location. dimension, squares. They give it a size of 32 arm's length. And if you have that, will fit in the shoes of Buddha. You know, it is amazing. They want to consider the divinity of Islam, the pure one. They put a body for it. So this is the other thing I want you to learn about our what happened. We distribute only Quran and Hadith and bookshelf, but when it comes to attack Salafi, Wahhabi with this certificate document, and we attack Qadiani. Other than that, we leave everybody alone. Okay? The Christian by default, they attack themselves by going to idol worshipping. Okay? So this one is fantastic document, is overwhelming. You are going to learn everything, how these people are screwed up because they are playing games in TikTok and other places. By the way, they're Salafi Wahhabi, they are banned in Saudi Arabia now. The Crown Prince banned them. Okay? And these guys, they like terror. And the Foreign Minister of United Arab Emirates said, I warn Europe and America, they will have a lot of terrorists now because these guys, this Wahhabi there now. So I want to thank you very much for hanging around and watching all this. Assalamu alaikum. Please go to nabimuhammad.com and go to allah.com and download all the good stuff, and you can also learn a lot. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.